Welcome to Global Crossover, the intersection of peace. This is Intersections. Global Crossover. People, energy, and geopolitics. GlobalCrossover.com.
Why are millions of American children going hungry in the richest country of the world? It is a heartbreaking reality that millions of children in America go hungry every day. According to the data from the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, about 9 million children in America are food insecure, which means they lack consistent access to enough food for an active, healthy life. It should not even be one food insecure kid because America is the richest country in the world. This number is enough to build a new country and call it Kids Go Hungry in America. What are the reasons why this issue persists, and what are the devastating consequences it has on the lives of children and their families? One of the main reasons for child hunger in America is poverty. Children who live in low-income households are more likely to experience food insecurity. According to a report from the National Center for Children in Poverty, NCCP, in 2019, around 34% of children in low-income families were food insecure, compared to only 4% of children in higher-income households. The COVID-19 pandemic has only exacerbated this issue, with millions of families experiencing loss of employment and economic instability. Another reason for child hunger is a lack of access to healthy and affordable food options. This is especially true in areas known as food deserts, where there is limited availability of fresh, nutritious foods. According to a report from the USDA, over 23 million Americans live in food deserts, including many children. In these areas, families often rely on fast food or convenience store options that are high in calories, fat, and sugar but low in essential nutrients. Inadequate focused services for children. Many families who struggle with food insecurity also face other challenges such as family separation, violence in the communities, inadequate housing, lack of transportation, and limited access to healthcare. These issues can compound the difficulties of providing healthy and consistent meals for children. Children who are hungry may experience emotional distress, including feelings of shame and anxiety, and may be at greater risk of social isolation and bullying. The consequences of child hunger are severe and long-lasting. Children who experience food insecurity are more likely to suffer from developmental delays, chronic health conditions, and mental health problems. They may also struggle academically, with research showing a link between food insecurity and lower academic achievement. Lack of a focused approach. There are organizations and programs in place to help address child hunger in America, including school meal programs, food banks, and government assistance programs such as the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP. However, these efforts alone cannot solve the issue. Addressing child hunger will require a multifaceted approach that addresses the root causes of poverty, improves access to healthy foods, and provides support to families who are struggling and help them in rebuilding their lives. Child hunger is a widespread and devastating crisis in America, with millions of children experiencing food insecurity. Poverty, lack of access to healthy foods, and other challenges faced by families are major contributors to this problem. The consequences of child hunger are severe and long-lasting, highlighting the urgent need for action now to address this crisis. Americans must work together to ensure that every child in America has access to the healthy and nourishing food they need to thrive and become stronger adults. Concrete steps must be taken for complete eradication of child hunger in America. To eradicate child hunger in America, a comprehensive approach must be taken to address the root causes of food insecurity. Here are some steps and measures that can be taken to help achieve this goal. Strengthen and expand nutrition assistance programs. Programs like the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, and school meal programs are critical in providing families with the resources they need to put healthy food on the table. These programs can be strengthened by increasing funding, expanding eligibility, and simplifying the application process. Additionally, efforts can be made to expand access to healthy and affordable food options in underserved areas, including through the creation of community gardens and farmers markets. Address poverty and income inequality. Poverty is a major contributor to child hunger. To address this issue, policies can be put in place to support working families, such as increasing the minimum wage and providing credits for low-income workers. Additionally, efforts can be made to increase access to affordable housing and healthcare, which can help alleviate financial strain and free up resources for pure food. Invest in education and workforce development. Education and workforce development programs can help equip families with the skills and resources they need to secure stable employment opportunities. This can, in turn, help families provide for their basic needs, including food. Additionally, educational programs can help teach families about healthy eating habits and nutrition, empowering them to make informed choices about the food they consume. Support community-based initiatives. Community-based initiatives, such as food banks and meal delivery programs, can provide critical support to families in need. Efforts can be made to increase funding for these programs, as well as to encourage community members to volunteer their time and resources to help support their neighbors in need. What can the people of America do as a society to help eradicate child hunger in America? As a moral society, there are several actions that the people of America can take to help stop child hunger in the country. Considering that it's one of the richest countries in the world today, here are a few examples of how. Advocate for policy change. One of the most effective ways to address child hunger is through policy change. Individuals can advocate for policies that increase funding for nutrition assistance and other food-based programs, raise wages, and address income inequality. This can be done by contacting elected officials, joining advocacy groups, and participating in demonstrations and rallies. Donate time and resources. Community-based initiatives, such as food banks and meal delivery programs, rely on donations of time and resources from community members. Individuals can volunteer their time, donate food or money, or organize food drives to help support these organizations. Support local farmers and food producers. Supporting local farmers and food producers can help increase access to healthy and affordable food options, particularly in underserved areas. This can be done by shopping at farmers markets, joining a community-supported agriculture (CSA) program, or advocating for policies that support local food production. Raise awareness. Raising awareness about the issue of child hunger can help mobilize support and encourage action. Individuals can share information about child hunger on social media, organize community events and forums, or participate in awareness-raising campaigns. Take action in your own communities. Individuals can take action in their own communities by starting community gardens, organizing food drives, or volunteering at local food banks or soup kitchens. By taking action at the local level, individuals can help address the immediate needs of families in their communities while also working towards broader systemic change. So what will you do now? Eliminating child hunger will require more than just lobbying, writing articles, conducting rallies and fundraising drives, or going to Congress expecting action. It will require a collective effort from individuals, communities, groups, and policymakers from around the country. By advocating for policy change, donating time and resources, supporting local food producers, raising awareness, and taking action in their own communities, the people of America can work towards a future where no child goes hungry. And this is coming from a child, from me to you, and even though I'm just a kid, but Imran Siddiqui, who did all the research and wrote this article, is the managing editor at Justice News and the author of the J-Blog. Imran's podcast Fair Play Challenging Wrongful Convictions airs on J107 Justice Radio.
Welcome to Global Crossover, the intersection of peace. This is Intersections. Global Crossover, people, energy, and geopolitics. GlobalCrossover.com